Alright, what's up guys? My name is Sickness, and today I'm going to show you guys how to edit the montage in my way. So, I made a list, and today we're learning making the clips editable, planning the action with markers, cut and stretch, screen pumps, which is keyframing, and color correction and effects, which is also keyframing. So, what we're going to do first is going to go to properties to check if everything is right with the settings. You should have 720p by 60 frames, which is the best, and yeah, you can just press OK. Alright, so first off you will need a clip and some music. So let's find a clip first. I have one right here. I think that's nice. And I'll just go to where my song is. Just this one. And I'll just drag it in there. So first off, we need to make the clips editable. So by saying that, I mean highlight this video layer, right click, go down to properties, and disable resample. That's the most important thing you can do. Alright, I think that's it for that. And now we need to plan the action with the markers. So to do so, we need to have the song, obviously. So before I drag this down here, I want to show you guys how to unlayer this video file, because I don't want this, you know, this video file. So let's highlight this by left clicking, hold Control on your keyboard and press U. That will solo these two layers. So now I can drag this all the way I want. So highlight this and delete, or you can just, you know, go here. So I think I can just drag it down here. Yeah. So we got planned action. So we gotta just bring this out so we can listen to the music. So let's listen to the music. I think that's a nice starting point for our text. Let's press M for a marker on your keyboard. That will bring up a marker. And you can just type whatever you want, but I don't think that's necessary. And let's find our second place where we want our second text. So you see this little audio bump, I guess you can say. That's the perfect place where we can press a marker and end the second text. So I think we should have black screen. So here I want the first kill. So we gotta fade this clip nicely in here until the first kill comes here. I think that's nice. Okay. So let's bring our video like maybe in here so we can fade it off. Alright, so you have already disabled resample. We got that. Now we just want to find the starting point for this, and we want some slow-mo to start it off with. So let's just see. Okay, so we want to use your arrows, your arrow keys to go back and forth the frames, so we can see when the bullet comes out. That's right here. So we gotta I think we can go for one frame before the shot. Press S on your keyboard. That will split the clip. And right now I'm just gonna do some mathematics because I want some slow-mo, some like accurate 0.5 slow-mo. So if we sync the shot up here where we want it, we can see. Okay, so I'll cut it off right here in the middle with these two markers because I want the clips to start here. And if I'm gonna have slow-mo, I can just cut it off here, delete this part, drag it over here. So now we can cut and stretch. I mean, we've already cut it, but I can stretch. So, stretch. No, that's not how it works. So press Ctrl Z and hold Control. That will make it able to time stretch. So while you hold Control, you can drag it up here. That will make a slow-mo like to 0.5. And now the audio is gonna be crappy. If you listen, if we solo this layer, you can listen to it. So that is pretty crappy. So what we can do to fix that is to highlight the audio, and we want to right click, go down to properties, and lock to stretch. Alright, so before we do anything more, we can just go over here to file, go down to save, and since you haven't saved anything before, this comes up, and you want to just, you know, type whatever you want. Sickness montage. Whoops, okay, then let's save. So now we are making sure that we don't lose this work we're doing. Alright, so I guess we kind of started on it, but we already started to a little bit clip editing here, so we still want to do this planning the action with Marcus. So we want to listen to the song, and we want to, because this clip contains 5 shots, so we gotta beware of that. So now let's listen to the music. And by the way, this clip is it's actually my opener for my next montage, so yeah, now we know that. Let's go. Alright. I think right here is the perfect moment where we can have the last kill. So right here. Right here after this little part where it's like, I don't know, changing speed, I don't know. So just try to stop it if it's hard. Sometimes it can be hard to find the right spot, but just stop the video right when you think the beat comes. Alright, so let's make a marker. Whoa, what the fuck? Okay, whatever. Okay, now this is the last shot. We can just rename it. Last shot. Whoops. Shot. What the fuck? Okay, whatever. So now we know that's the last shot. We can still find the other shots. So this is the first shot. Right here. Second shot. Alright, so now we're gonna start with the cut and stretch. So I always want to like have slow-mo in between all the kills. So we gotta plan a slow-mo here, not right here, like straight off, but we wanna keep the normal speed until it scopes a little bit out. Right here maybe. But we also wanna just make the slow-mo so it's fitting with the next shot. And now it's, you know, I think the next shot is right here. So we gotta make that point go over to there. We can actually just, you know, go 1 frame before the shot, press S, move this to where we want it. So, and also I can you know, go here. Okay, for slow-mo here I can, you know, press S here and just drag it out. That will just make it boring, I think. So undo that. And now I just wanna maybe go a few frames before here. So we can go back to normal speed before slow-mo here again. So just split the clip a few frames before the kill and drag it up over here. Now I don't know why that happens. Okay, it's whatever. So now we can go back here, and as I said, we might have want to have some slow-mo after the kill, so we can have some normal speed when the scope is going out. So split the clip. You know, we have this the things we did here, and now I just want to have a slow-mo from here to about here, so we can have some more normal speed. So I'll listen to the music when I want the slow-mo to stop. I think right here is nice. We just press M on the keyboard to help us. And now we just want to find the spot from here, between here and then in the middle. Just click here, press S, move this to this keyframe, and drag this out. And go to audio, like to stretch. So now we have this, I don't know what the fuck I did. Maybe if we drag this out, I don't know. Nope. It's going back and forth. So let's go back 2 frames back. Make this like there. I don't hope this was the case for you, but I think I just made a mistake. Yeah, okay, it's fine now. And now we just wanna press Control S. Control S for is the save, the quick save. So we just want to save so we don't lose any work. Control S, that saves. Now we have this saved. Alright, so now we just want to go back here and see what we're going to do next. Alright, so now we got everything good here. Now we want to have some slow-mo on the second shot. So right here, I think it's nice. Go a few frames after this is scoped out. And I want to make this a little bit more. I think this was 0.5 approximately. And I want to make this 0.4 because then I think it's fitting with the song. It's whatever. You can do what you want. But I want to do it. And wait, okay, so here it's pretty close with the markers. If I have a lot of slow-mo here, which I wanted, I can't. So let's just play the clip and see what I need to do. Okay, so actually I need to speed up. So you know, the shot is not on the syncer, it's a little bit late. So there's a bit in between. There's always a bit in between, and you just wanna find this beat. It's right here. Press M on your keyboard. This is when you wanna start like speeding up, like fast, not too much. Maybe speed up from here to here. So we like, if you wanna speed up from here to here, it's gonna just look really ugly. So I think we can just split the clip here. And I think that's nice, because then we can drag it in, like that. Now let's move the cursor to where we want the shot to be. Let's see if it's okay. So the shot is right here. I did a little bit too much. Just drag it out again. It doesn't really matter if it's this much or in here. Okay. I just save again. So that's synced up. Let's. Alright, so I see again. I don't think I can, after the plan, I don't think I can have some slow-mo. That's alright though. We're gonna do the same as we did here. There's a spot in between here that I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. That's this point. Now we just want to press S. We just want to fast forward when it's coming in here. So that's nice, I think. We can start off with that. Just drag it in like this, not too much. We just want to play with it until we drag this in until we find, you know, okay, is that looking good? Almost. Okay. Just Okay, so now we're just gonna drag this clip to the left until we find this before frame. Now you can see it's overlapping. This is a nice little transition. It's gonna look weird now, so we just wanna. It's a different cursor right now because this is like the overlapping symbol. It's not the same as this, which is the drag trim, but it's the same. So we can just go here, drag it back, and we'll see if that makes sense. Does that make sense? Wow, I did a mistake. Of course you have to hold control on your keyboard and drag it back, because then you decrease the speed. I did a mistake. Sorry. Okay, now it's plenty of time to make with slow-mo here, so we're gonna start. I'm just gonna look from the start to see if everything is good. Oh yeah, okay. So and now we have a lot of space here to have slow-mo. So now I think this is pretty good to have slow-mo. I don't know what the. Can you guys hear that? What the fuck? Wait. Okay, that was my water. I'm sorry. Okay, so let's split the clip. We just have to play with this. Split. Wait, whoa, that was way too much. Because we're gonna drag out the clip here, so it's gonna reach the. Let's go about here. Just split your clip in between this here, and drag it out. That'll almost do. You know, go to audio, stretch, lock to stretch. Actually, I could have just synced to this point. So the slow-mo to here. From here, it starts with fast forwarding. I think I can just hold control and drag it in again. You just have to find that point between this sync point and this sync point, and in between. I think there's always a point for you if you don't sync too, you know, crowded. But that makes we get less slow-mo, but it's okay. So I just drag this in again, and there's not much fast forwarding we need to do because it's almost there. So you just wanna find the spot where it shoots. I think that's fine. And you just want to drag this into the shots. Don't worry about this overlapping. Scroll in so you can see it better. Hold control and drag it in. It's gonna fast forward a little bit. 1.1. We could also, this is the bad way of doing it, but I don't think it's. Yeah, you can also speed up way more, but in a short period, like maybe this period, and then have normal speed into the shot here. But you know, it's whatever. Maybe actually we can have a little bit more speed because I felt that the shot came out slow, so maybe speed up a couple frames. Just fuck off with the bullet when the bullet comes out, and then let's make the slow-mo again. Yeah. So this length, just twice it up, and drag it onto there, and always go to the audio properties, lock to stretch. Let's look at this now. Okay, stop the clip here. That looks good. Now we're done with the syncing parts of this clip, at least. So we got this done. Now we want to add some screen pumps, which is keyframing, because cancel out. So I wanna how to go into the screen pumps. You at every single clip there is this pan and crop option, but this only works with this clip I have here. I can't just go in here and do whatever I can do like here, because I have to. This is a little bit of work, but this is my way of doing it. And normally I use velocity, so that makes that I have one clip on the entire syncing feed. So that makes I can use the crop option over the entire file. But we're gonna make this work out. So I'm just gonna make some ideas, and you should too. Okay, so I think we can start with the pan crop here. I don't think we need anything here. So gonna go into this option here, pan crop, enable that. Now we get this timeline here. So if this is the first time you've ever gone in there, this sync cursor is going to be unchecked. So make sure to check this, because then whatever you do with your cursor here will appear here, so you can see what you do here. That's really important. So this is these dots right here. These are like points. So whenever you go on your timeline and you change this pan crop. If I go here, zoom in. If I go here, zoom out. It will slowly go. It will slowly go from nothing till zoomed, and from zoomed till what we started with. And I always do to make it like go from to reset the whole thing. I always right click on this and press restore. That will make it perfect starting points. So that was just to show you guys. I can just delete this. So here's the first frame of my little clip here, and I want this animation to cover more than this clip, so I have to okay, so I'm gonna show you guys later how to do that. So go here, you want to go 2 frames. Unfortunately this is not on the shot, but if you sync with velocity, you can actually just make this pop up on the shot. But it's 2 frames after the shot now, but that's okay. So the thing now, don't make this as big, okay? You want to make just a tiny bit, that's enough. And you just want to go, let's see here. So we just want to go a little bit, don't go at the end of the clip, because then you can't preview. It starts on the next clip, that's really weird. So you go 1 frame back, then you can preview this clip. Drag it a little bit out, because we fucked up with the clips here. And you just want to copy, select this one. Copy, select this one, right click, copy. And now we can just drag it back in, because we want it there. And now we have the exact zoom in copied, and we can go on this next frame and just go out at the random place at the timeline for this next clip and press Ctrl V, which is paste option. Now we got this perfect like the last frame. Let's right click this first frame and delete it, and now we can just drag this in. So our next beat bump is gonna be here. On the next one. So we can just reset this by right clicking restore, That's gonna make this nice animation. So that's if we watch from the start. That's a perfect screen pop. Now we just want to keep doing this when we want. Actually, we can just copy this first one here. This the very most zoomed in keyframe. These dots are keyframes, by the way. Just wanna enable this copy, and so now you can just paste on every single this of these clips. So we have the exact same zoom all the time, if we want that. Now we just go on the next clip, so that we can continue the work. So, if you want to be an efficient editor, you want to just, you know, if you get familiar with how this works, you can just try to make it as fast as you can. So, you know that you just go 2 frames, copy paste, and then you go to the end here, and restore. And obviously we need to see how the clip is. Okay, so that looks nice. We can do the same here. Copy paste, Control V, and go to last here, and reset. And now we got this buggy thing again. We got a so go 2 frames to the right. Oh, that was 3. Go 2 frames. Copy paste. Go here, and don't go to the last frame because that's the preview of this clip. Go 1 frame back, and now I just want to zoom out a little bit. If we want, so we can like go on the first clip, and because I did this earlier and it was perfect, I could just copy this frame from the first clip and paste it here, but I think we can do it pretty accurate. So just copy this again, drag it back in. Sorry if I'm going too fast or anything. And you just wanna paste it in here. Delete that, put it in here, restore at the end. We just wanna always preview what we've done. Okay, that was way too fast. So, this is not the perfect way of doing stuff, but I think you can go here or something, and no, not there. Someplace right here, and you can make the screen pumps over the entire video track, but I don't like the way of doing of that, so let's continue the work. Actually, I'm just gonna keep doing this, and I think I did enough, so you can just look back at this and how to do that. I'm just gonna keep doing this and stop the recording for now. Alright, so I did the panel crop stuff, so now we can start doing. So now we've done this, and now we can start doing this color correction and effects, which is also keyframing. So now normally I would add the effects, which is this button right here, on this video layers, but since it's so many and we can't really keyframe it good enough because of all these objects, we can actually just go on the actual video layer, which covers the entire video track, like all the way here, and we can just add effects here. So here's the effects button on the video layer, track effects, find this, left click. So now we got all this nice built-in video effects. Just kidding, this is not built up. If you go to built-in, I mean, fuck. So now here is the effects you probably have, Sony. And this, it's all good. It's a lot of good effects here. So what we're gonna do, I think, a nice effect to do in this kind of rock montage is to do like light pumps and stuff. So levels is the stuff you wanna mess around with if you wanna make some light stuff. So levels brings up the levels, like the lights. Double click this, and you can actually press OK if you want, but I think maybe there's more effects we can add. Let's see here. Nah, we're all good. Okay. So, right here, this is the levels. This is the one we're gonna be messing with. The input end. This is the input start. That's not. This is cool. This is to make it darker. This is not as cool. Just now I did some changes. We just go to defaults, and we just how to animate this. You press this animate clock, which is a clock, and now we have like this dot timeline again, and you want to make sure it's synced with the cursor. So I want to actually see the timeline here, so we just want to drag this window up, just make it smaller, because all I would need is this. Maybe zoom in a little bit with the scroll. You can see this is changing, and we're gonna see when we want the screen, I mean the light bumps. So first one is gonna be here. We want to zoom it a little bit, and you just want to go one frame or two, I don't know, it's your choice. Scroll in so you can see this like this. Go one frame back, so you have, you know, the reset keyframe here. I'm gonna go on this one, which is a shot. I'm gonna lighten this a little bit up, not too much. So we're gonna from here. We want it to fade off from this particular like this much light. We want to go from this much light from there to there, this, and we want to just reset it right here. So make this because we want the same levels all the time. We actually just have since I didn't change anything since this keyframe, I can make a keyframe on the shot and just go one frame back and put it back. And this workflow is really nice because you can just that makes it really easy for you to edit fast. So if you just want to do it fast, you can do this. Okay, maybe run preview first. Next is here. You have this the input end here. Go one frame back. Put it reset this. This is gonna be really repetitive, but I think it's okay. Reset. Okay. Reset. Go to the next marker. I think maybe this shot. Make a marker. We have already as shown. Go one frame back. Reset. Just do this the entire. Or you don't have to, of course, but you can mess around with it, do stuff that you like, and I'll cut this video. I mean this, not the video, this section off for now, and you can find up stuff that you want. So now you got the idea. All right. So now you have the some of the effects done. You have this little light effect. You can add some more if you want. I'm not gonna. I don't think it's fitting with more effects than that. Now we're gonna go over to the color correction, and that's really important for this type of rock video. So here's the. We want to apply this effect over the entire, as we did with the effect. We want to go back to this effect button. Click that, and then we can just go here, plug in, add some plugins. I mean effects. And I can just show you what I usually do for rock montages. So we want to desaturate the video a little bit. Black and white is nice for that. I'm gonna add some contrasts. Graded map. You can also do that, so you can get an idea of that. And we want to mess around with the levels. And I'm gonna have some sharpen. Whoops. Double click. And you can also have some glow, but this one is really bad for glow. I really recommend to get this BCC program, or you can actually have this Sapphire program, which is S glow. But I usually do BCC because I don't know, it's a wider spectrum of things you can do. I don't know. I just usually go for this. So the one I do for glow is this, but I'm not gonna add any glow now because I don't think that's gonna fit. So let's go back to the Sony, and there's nothing more. So I think we got everything. Boot it up. Let's click OK. Now it's gonna be crappy. Just kidding. So this is the one we have already done. This is effects. We can just put this all the way back here. So now we got this. We want to make this red green. Usually go 50%. I'm pretty sure, but that's a little bit too much. It's so boring. Let's go with 25%. Maybe it's fitting for this rock video. I don't know. Yeah, we can just go 50. But if you're editing like party or something, don't bring up this too much. It's gonna be like not fitting with the music. Let's go to brightness and contrast. You don't want to make it too much because then you can see shit. So it's default. But you still want to have some a little bit. And good editors are really touchy with this, so they usually just go about slightly a little bit. Like this, don't mess around with that. That's just too bad. And what I like to do to make to keep the picture not too much contrast, but still have the dark, really dark. This is a really good way to do it. I'm just gonna bring this a little bit down. Gradient map. So this is shadows. This is the midtones. This is the bright stuff. So this is gonna look really fucking bad. If you look at this, look good. Put that to 0. This is the opacity, by the way. And you want to go to this shadow and make that black. It's already black. That's gonna make a really cool look. I usually go 50 opacity. Yeah, I think that's nice. Now it's a little bit dark, so we gotta boot it up with the levels. Do this as we did with the effects. Boot it up a little bit, make an insane look like that. Just kidding. Let's bring it back right there. It's pretty good. That's the sharpen. We want to keep this. It's a preset here. Light. It's like 25%. I think that's pretty good. So that's pretty cool. So now we need some black bars, cinematic bars. So we can enable this layer. We can right click, insert video track. Now we just want to try to go to the start here. Right click, insert generated media, and you want to go to solid color. Let's make this black. Put it down, and we want to cover this the entire video. If you want to have a large montage, and you drag it like here, and then you keep editing, and then oh, I'm done, let's render, and then you have forgotten to have the black bars. So make sure to just drag that shit out so you never forget that again. But now it's all black, so we gotta change that. Go to the effects button, and this is always the tricky part, but go to Sony cookie cutter, and I already have, and now we get this default, but I already have this some presets here, but I'm gonna show you guys, if I remember this, how to do it. So let's just go to default, make a I think it's square, cutaway section, bring the size up, and I think it's repeat Y. Nope. X. Yep, and bring up the repeat X, just bring it up a lot so we have a lot of segments to work with. And now we have this cinematic bars, so leave them like this, it's pretty nice. Just kidding. Bring it back like this. This is nice for cinematics, but this is nice for clips. We don't have any cinematics right now, so if you want to save this, go up here. A nice looking for clips. Stars. And you can just save this right here. Now we have that like here, so you can just go here. And maybe if you're an editor, you want to save it for cinematics, so bring it like one here and just type in cinematics. So yeah guys, that was basically it. I covered everything I was gonna do, I think. I'm sorry if I went a little bit too fast on the keyframing. That's the hardest part of this tutorial. I hope you made it, and I actually forgot one thing. What the fuck? I forgot one thing to do, and that's the text. The text. So we can just make a text here. I actually changed the name to SCK. So I'll write that for now. 3%. I always do this one. It's a standard. Let's make it really small. If you have a nice font, you can just press this and use your arrows to find a nice one. We want to find something crispy. I have a really nice one called Morpheus. We'll find it with typing in M. Morpheus. That's basically the font that Ayyy uses, so if you want to use this, go ahead. So let's make it way smaller, 25. You can also use this to scale up and down. We want to have it really small, because when you have it this full screen, it's bigger than right now. It's really cool when it's small. A thing a lot of small YouTubers do is having the text really big, so you can see shit. So bring it down quite a bit. We want to go down to advanced. Scroll down a little bit. You see this tracking? That makes the text go outwards. This. So that's a little cool thing to do. Maybe it doesn't fit really nice with this text right here. It's cooler when it's like crowded, but with other type of effects, it's pretty cool to do this. So now we got that. We're gonna add some animation on this, so we can just X this out. And as you can hear, it's the song is starting here. We wanna maybe we wanna fade it in. This. Or no, we're gonna do this. And this is and now you basically know a little bit about keyframing, I think. So we can just go to pen crop. We want to scale this all the way from the first frame all the way in, and you just want to go 3 frames ahead and restore. Actually, you can make it a little bit bigger because we're gonna have a slight delay animation like this. Then you go to the end here. If you can't see, it's right here. You made a marker for the second text, you know. Can you remember? And you just wanna get back in here, restore. So you see it's on the last place of this timeline. Oh, let's preview this. So we want to fade this off. Fading is when you like make it go to black, and you find this at the top right corner here. You want to drag this into the middle, because that's just cool. I know it. Actually, we did a little bit too. The animation was like I didn't see it quite enough, so we can zoom out a little bit more. even more. That's good. Let's make the second text in a big montage. Just kidding. Scale is down. I basically said like all the stuff in the last text, so I'll just make this like this. Put it down there. Now it's all the way in here for some reason. Just press S on your keyboard. Just delete this right part. Just make it out here, and wanna make some animation. Got this first frame here. Zoom all the way in. This is what Sprat does, by the way. Sprat, face sprats. Go 3 frames or 2. I think it's 3 is like, I mean 2 is like a little bit too fast, so go 3, and you can zoom in a little bit, and go to the last frame. Restore. Let's look at this. Actually, if you want, you can just skip the fading off here, and you can just go from this last keyframe, go 3 to the left, and make a zoom in again. There's a lot of people who do that. Let's see how this looks. Oh, okay. Stopped here. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, let's just drag this last keyframe 1 frame to the left. I think that's the problem. And this as well. And I think that's it. Yeah. And I forgot to say that we're gonna fade this in. You don't have to, but it looks better. The text is fucking up, dude. So, thank you guys for watching, and my name is Orbit Sick, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.